Hello from my little art studio. Um, it's messy right now, but I have this little space right here where I can enjoy. But it just need to be decluttered, cleaned up, and all of that. Speaking of decluttering and cleaning up, I wanted to share with you a painting that I did. It was one of the first paintings I did. It was in 2019, and I titled it Plastic Ocean. And this is what it looks like. It to me looks like plastic in the ocean. This started out sort of an abstract painting and then morphed into this. And it's very interesting because I do have kind of I guess you could say, a battle with trying to be more conservation minded, and reducing plastics and things that are harmful to the environment. But if I am totally honest, I am still learning and I'm still trying to reduce where I can. And am I perfect at it? No. Do I still occasionally use some sorts of plastic? Yes. Is it almost impossible to not use plastic? I would say in our society, I would say in our world of consumerism, I would say it's very difficult unless you are totally invested in doing that, and that could occupy a lot of your time and a lot of your energy, which honestly I don't have a lot of. And although I really feel that we have way too much plastic in our environment and in the ocean, and I feel that any small efforts that we make are a step in the right direction, and we need to be careful with each other and with ourselves to not beat ourselves up for not being perfect at the stewardship of taking care of our planet. I mean, the goal is to be good stewards, yes. Is there a balance? I believe there is a balance that we have to reach a balance, and I do feel like it needs to be obviously more on the side of conservation. But I don't think it needs to be at the expense of beating ourselves up. I think we need to give ourselves a little bit of grace and a little bit of understanding that we're doing our best. Some of us that are at different levels than others. Some are very much leading the way and are able to be the examples for the rest of us, and they're great examples, and it's amazing the things that they've done to help the rest of us become aware of the problems that we're facing on this planet, in our world, with all the pollutions and the things that we deal with, which are contaminating our world. But like I said, I think we need to be careful not to beat ourselves up if we're not perfect yet, if we're still striving for that sweet spot, where everything works well together. Any step in the right direction is accepted, is a good step. And you can apply this to your life, in any aspect of your life. Be careful not to overly criticize yourself and others, and accept the efforts, no matter how small, because it is making a difference. Even though it may not seem like it is making a difference. And you can only do as much as you're possibly able to do. Each of us, like I said, is at different levels. And so we need to offer ourselves and others that grace to learn and grow at their own pace, and to encourage and invite them to improve, but not in a way where it belittles or is too critical of them, and definitely not as in a way where it's demeaning and defeating to somebody else. So I just wanted to share that message with you today. And I don't know, I may be making a Zazzle shop or something. If I do, it would have my paintings and pictures and art and things that I do. It would have that where you could buy like note cards, or maybe prints, maybe some other products or whatever. And then also what was I thinking? Like buttons or postcards. Yeah, things like that. I don't know. I might do that. If I do, I will link it below in the description. And I did make a song earlier this year, and it was called Plastic Ocean Blues, and I may link that below as well. I'm going to put that video up, and I'll link to that video when I get that one up. So yep, that's my message for today. So don't beat yourself up. You're doing your best, and that is good enough.